Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAWDaily. We have another guest here today. We have Rachel Walker this time. A bit of a controversial one to have on the show, I know. But I think it's going to be good for everyone to hear Rachel's side of the recent drama. We're going to go over their core and obviously the recent drama involving some screenshots. So let's get straight into this episode of CAWDaily. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have Rachel Walker. Say hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Do you want me to call you Rachel or Ivan? Which one do you want? Because I know you have that other name before, so
You can call me anything you want.
I'll just call you Rachel.
It's Rachel.
Everyone else knows you by Rachel. So yeah, we have you here today. We're going to talk about a couple of topics, some controversial ones, which I'm sure everyone's going to be interested in hearing about, but we'll get to that later. So why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about your core, where you started, and kind of how you got here to where you are today.
I started back in 2K17, and I was like training at some kind of wrestling school. And some kind of Satan and thing took me and then turned me into a demon.
All right, yeah, because you have quite a demonic character, don't you? You have like a lot of face paint, a lot of cool stuff.
And my gimmick is kind of from like Rosemary.
Oh yeah, from TNA. Yeah, I was gonna say because I see you retweet like a couple of Rosemary stuff every so often. So.
Yeah, that's like my gimmick, kind of.
So, have you won any championships so far in your career?
And some good, some bad. It's okay. Some good tales.
Because I did see that obviously some of these places after the recent events, which we'll get into shortly, some of these places like took away your championships. So
yeah, some of them.
Yeah, that. What championships were they? Which company were they? Just so everyone knows.
GPW.
GPW?
No, GPW.
Oh, GPW. Oh, Wait, I think that's the sponsor of the show, GPW.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a bit awkward. Yeah. So, have you been in any like tag teams or anything? Any stables? You've been? Do you have anybody you normally go around in the CAW community with?
I was in the Hunter family at the beginning of my career.
Okay. Did you do much with them? Did you win anything with them?
Be with their members.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So I think everyone gets a bit of a gist at your CAW's career, so that's pretty cool. So let's go into the meat of this. So obviously, last couple of days been a bit of talk on Twitter, a bit of drama, regarding your use of a certain word against somebody. There was a couple of screen grabs which have been shown around. There's been a lot of drama on Twitter, a lot of people sending messages back and forth, and a lot of controversy overall. You've really split the community. So I just want to get like, first of all, what was your initial reaction when all of this blew up? How did you feel?
I was feeling like sad and stuff.
So I think people want to really know like why was it said? Pretty much, why was it said?
Because I thought my career was about to end because no one's like booking me in shows.
Okay, so it's kind of like just I don't really care anymore. I'm just gonna, just gonna say it.
Yep.
And I know you said something before, but it wasn't exactly how you said it this time. It was with a GA rather than obviously the hard R. And there was also a bit of drama there, but it's really blown up this time because obviously you directed it towards somebody. I don't know if you have publicly apologized or anything, or even if you want to, but
I did, but they don't accept it.
Well, why don't you do it on here? There'll be a couple people watching. I'm sure there'll be at least 100 people. So, why don't you apologize on here?
I like to apologize about all that racist crap and also the Draven and stuff.
I heard. Lars said that you were part of, I think,
SER.
Yeah, SER. So he didn't really go into what SER was. But what is SER? Because I don't even know what it is. I've just heard from other people.
It's like a stable for our peers and like who wants to RP in it.
Okay, right. So, because I know there's also a bit of controversy with SER as well. There was like, yeah. I mean, your whole kind of core thing is controversy. It seems like maybe that should be your gimmick. You should be the controversy Rachel Walker. Because there's a lot of stuff happening. I mean, are you in any shows right now? Because I saw you got kicked out of a couple. So are you in any right now?
There's only 2 right now.
Which shows are those?
HW and P20. Oh no, WKAB.
All right, okay. And are those all done over on Twitch?
Yep, and they're on Xbox.
Yeah, but just to quickly go back on track to the racist stuff. before we move on to another topic. I do think, obviously it wasn't the right thing to say, but I think some people do understand, and that's why there's been such a split in the community, because some people understand it, some people are like, oh my god, this is terrible. But do you think people have overreacted, or do you think it's a pretty just reaction?
It's kind of weird, because in this community, no one's growing up, they act like little kids.
Okay, yeah, because that is kind of what, that's what Lars said on the previous podcast. He said that people just really need to grow up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's quite a big deal what you said, and I'm sure you agree that it's quite a big deal, and it that it shouldn't be said by people. But I do think some people need to be a little bit more understanding. So yeah, let's I think that's all we need to touch on with that, because that may be that's probably some other stuff I can talk about with some other people. But let's just go on to the next part. Actually, on the topic of SER, do you think that people should be doing sexually explicit roleplay through Twitter DMs? Do you think that's that's acceptable?
Well, it's kind of like a yes and a no. But first of all,
Go ahead, explain.
because for the yes, it's for some people, but the no is bad for the young people, like the little kids.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there is quite a few younger people doing it, which is obviously bad. You shouldn't be doing that if you're underage, and the older people should be taking responsibility as well. Because I think for the core community to properly be a community, they need to really look like one. Because right now, if you're an outsider looking in and you hear about all this bad stuff, these young people doing, explicit roleplay, that doesn't really seem like a good community. And the core community always seems to be arguing. There's always, controversy flying about. So I don't really know. I mean, if people want to do that kind of stuff, it's fine by me, but they do need to consider the ages of the people they're doing it with, because I know there was a whole load of drama with that previously, and there's a couple of videos made by some people, I think in FAM, and I know SER did some of that stuff, the explicit messaging. Okay, well, we're kind of getting through this pretty quick, so I'll just slow this down here a little bit. Do you think there's anything that the core community needs to change, Rachel? Is there anything you think just this needs to change?
The age and the drama.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, explain why the age.
The age should be teenagers and adults, not little kids.
Okay, yeah. So are there because I'm not fully aware of who's in the community and who isn't, but are there people under the age of 13, say, in the community?
Not a lot.
But there are some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really good. What would you do? What would you say would be a good way to resolve all the drama that surrounds the core community? What would you do if you had the ability to, change it with the drama? What would you say is sorry, go ahead.
Be all nice and sunshine, no drama and all. Be all nice.
But, yeah, I guess. I think. Why do you think there is so much drama? Why do you think there is?
Hate each other.
You think people maybe want to try and be better than it, like all the others?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I always see people arguing. It's absolutely crazy on Twitter. There's always people arguing, and it's like, is this even a community? That's what I think. Is it even a community when there's people arguing? There's drama left, right, and center. Some drama caused by some individuals. Not to name you. When you first started playing WWE games, was that 2K17? Did you say you started playing 2K17? So you started playing in 2K17, and when did you start to get involved with the community? Was it as soon as you started playing the game, or was it a bit further on?
As soon as I started playing it.
When you started playing it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just went straight in, and you were part of the community. How were things back then? Was there a lot of controversy around you, or?
Not a lot.
Have you always been Rachel Walker? Because I know some people have different cores, and I think someone said about you being Ivan or something.
Yeah, I was Ivan.
All right, was that your only other core, or did you have another one?
I was also Mary Cross.
Okay, so Mary Cross was I assume it was a woman, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, was she similar to Rachel Walker, or was she very different?
She's more dark.
More dark? You got skulls on your face and everything. How can you be more dark than that? So how is she more dark? What does she do?
Do away Satan stuff.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's probably more dark. So you came into the CAW community in 2016. Then that's when 2K17 came out.
Oh, it came out. No, it debuted in 17.
Okay, you debuted in 17. All right, which company was that in? Do you know?
UWW.
Okay, UWW. All right, and in that company, did you win any titles, or did you decide to forget about the company and then move on to another one?
I did have a title match. That's it.
Did you
win?
Did you win it?
I lost.
Okay, you lost. All right. Yeah, so it's a bit of a rocky start then to your core. So yeah, so I was speaking to Lars yesterday, obviously. Well, a couple of days ago on the other show. He said that people in the core community, they should really grow up in a sense. People are focusing too much on negative things, and like he said, you think there should be no drama at all, sunshine and rainbows, which obviously is a difficult thing to do. And do you think that people who run these shows like FAM and all the big shows that everyone knows about, do you think that they should be taking more of a responsibility into making the community better?
Yeah, FAM should be the big one.
Mm-hmm. That's like the WWE of the core community, yeah. All right, yeah, because I was watching some of their shows. The editing's very, very good on those shows. It's really, really good. And I think that they do need to. Someone needs to step up and be like, all right, we are, we're the best show here. We're the biggest show, and we're gonna lead this community into a better place. So I do think if anyone from FAM is listening, which I have no idea if they are, they definitely should be at the head of this community and trying to make it a better place as a whole for everyone. So just to quickly touch back before we get towards the end here, I'm just gonna go back to the racist stuff, because I know that's a topic that a lot of people will be tuning in to listen for. Would you say you're a racist person? Would you say you're a racist person, or was it just like a random burst of the moment?
It was random, kind of.
Because what do you mean by kind of? Because I know you've said it before in a bit of a different way, and some people may look at it and be like, "Oh, Rachel Walker's racist." What do you want to say to let these shows, or tell these shows that you're not a racist? It was just a mistake, and they should maybe let you back in.
Mistake. I swept it out.
And do you think these shows should give you another chance, or?
Yes, they will.
All right. Have you apologized to these shows?
Some do, some didn't.
All right. Well, I'm sure. Hopefully, if they're listening, you can take it for yourself if you are listening. Shows if you think that Rachel is, it's good to be let back in. I don't know. There's still going to be people, obviously, despise what you said. I'm not going to say my opinion on it, really. I mean, I do think some people overreacted, but obviously it is still a terrible thing, especially directed at somebody. That's when it becomes a bit more than just a word. So yeah, before we finish up, do you have any in-character call-outs or anything to any calls you want to fight?
I like to call out Megan Starr.
Megan Starr. All right. Have you fought Megan Starr before?
No.
No, all right. Well, Megan Starr, if you're listening, you've been called out by Rachel Walker. If you wanna fight Rachel, you've been called out. So there we go. So just some closing thoughts before we finish up here. Obviously, what about actually before we do? What about your future? Where do you think you're going to be going from now? Because you said you thought your core career was over. That's why you said the thing. Where do you think Rachel Walker's going from now?
Maybe she might be in FAM in some years. It's huge.
Once everything's died down a little bit,
Yeah, everything dies.
Yeah, because I don't think FAM. I think they put a tweet out saying something about racists and stuff. Rachel, I wouldn't call you a racist. I think it's a bit misunderstood by some people. I think if people were in a similar situation to you, I don't think they would have said the same thing. But I think people should just be a little bit more understanding to the word. Obviously, it's a terrible thing, and I absolutely condone it. And you said you're sorry. You've even said it on here now. So it's up to the people now to see if they want to accept it or not. All right, yeah. So you started your core off back in 2017, and well, you're here now. There's been a lot of ups and downs, I think, for you, Rachel. Couple more downs more than up, but people can change, which is good. People can change. And I definitely think you apologizing here was a good step in the right direction. So that's good. We've talked about sexually explicit role playing. You're pretty okay with that, right? You think people should be able to do it as long as they're not, underage?
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. And obviously, you think that the core community just need to stop the drama. You think that's a change that needs to happen in the core community.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, it does need to happen. I agree with you, and that's the one thing I agree with you on that. There is too much drama in the core community. I think everyone can agree with that. But there we go. I think that's it. I think we've covered all the topics that need to be covered. You've told us a bit about your core. We've gone over the drama, and yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on here, Rachel. I think everyone's gonna like this one.
You too.
All right, Rachel. I will see you very soon, and thank you for coming on the show.
Rachel approves.
There we have it, guys. Rachel Walker. A bit of a shorter show than last time. I expected it to be a little bit longer, but it's still pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have anybody you want to see on the show, or if you want to be on the show, get in contact with us on Twitter @DailyCore. That is the @DailyCore. Links in the description. And make sure to go follow GPW Grand Prix Wrestling for all your wrestling needs.